3 months. My first experience was with bread. I've been baking. I often, when I bake, use pre-mixed packages and add stuff to it. Mostly because I'm lazy. Once in a while I get a hair up my butt and I do something wild from scratch. And this time it was sourdough bread. I really got into it. I baked 4 loaves, which took a long time and it was labor intensive, but it was very gratifying. But that's not what I want to talk about today. Today I want to talk about my kombucha experiment. I've started it a while ago. I downloaded a recipe from the kitchen. I made my own SCOBY. You basically make a black tea. I ordered the black tea online. I don't want to look at the recipes. You can read your own recipes. You make a tea. You buy store-bought kombucha, not flavored. You add some of that in there and you let it ferment. You cover your jar with either cloth and rubber band, or you can use a coffee filter or paper towels. Coffee filter is pretty good. And you let it ferment for 2 weeks. It forms what is called a SCOBY. You take that SCOBY out. So then you start your real kombucha. The kombucha that you made is too sour. You only made it to create the SCOBY, which you need. Then what you do, you put the SCOBY in a new jar in 2 cups of that very sour tea kombucha you made. You boil. I figured out a good measurement for my big jar, which is 16 cups of water. I use 1.5 cups of sugar. You boil the water, you dissolve the sugar, you turn off the gas, you dissolve the sugar, and I use I use 10 tea bags. I cut the paper off because I don't like the paper being sogged up. And you let that cool down to room temperature. And then you add that to your SCOBY on your 2 cups. And then you cover that, and with a little experimenting, I found out it said to let it ferment 7 days. I do 10, but I bought some straws. You can after like 7-8 days, you can try it. You can take a straw and you just dip it in there like when you taste somebody else's drink, and you just taste it. If it's sour, and you know how kombucha tastes. You don't want it too sour because you're gonna do another stage of fermenting. When you think it's done, and you will find out because you have to play with it. Then you take your 4 bottles. You save 2 cups of that new tea. I mean the one you just brewed for your next batch. It's good to have two of those big glasses. You take the SCOBY, you rest it either on a plate, you've already put it on your new glass, you add the 2 cups of that what you just fermented, and the rest you divide in 4 bottles. I have 32-ounce bottles. You have about this much left empty. You don't want to fill them up. And now comes the second fermentation. You want to flavor your kombucha. I tried it with pomegranate juice from Trader Joe's. I liked it. It doesn't fizz. I like to get a little bit of the fizz, the natural fizz. I tried it with mango. Mango is pretty good, but the best thing I've used so far is pineapple juice. Trader Joe's have little cans, and a little can I can divide into a little bit over a 1/2 cup. So I put a 1/4 cup. So you add a 1/4 cup to each bottle, and then you close them. This time you close them. You don't want no air coming in. You put it in the place, a dark place, dark and kind of warm. And if you have a closet that's a little high up in your kitchen, it's perfect. In general, you want it to be dark. And then you have to play with it too. I after 2 days, I give it 2 days, I open a bottle and try a little bit. And don't be weirded out. There will be mini scobies and some slimy stuff. You can filter it out, or often it doesn't even come out when you pour yourself a glass. So when you like your first batch, you can stop the fermentation and put the bottle into the fridge. I often put my first bottle in the fridge, and then maybe the next day I put another one in the fridge. Yeah, you can play around. It's all up to your taste. But I have to say, my brews been making a very smooth kombucha. Like I said, the store-bought kombucha is it's quite sour. Sometimes it's just sour for me, especially when it's really cold. But what I've been making, I like it a lot. Like I said, I will experiment more with it. And it's supposed to be healthy for you. I don't know if it is. It just tastes good and it's something to drink. It's super refreshing. I don't drink much, but if you drink and you have a hangover, I bet you it will really kill your hangover pretty good. It has a nice taste. I'm gonna leave you with this. This was a little thing for you to do if you're bored. Have fun with it. And like I said, keep your eyes out for my next show with Melina. It's called Brawn Unshaven, and the new episode will be about COVID. We're not going to preach anything, it'll be about masks, how it is to wear your mask. We're going to have fun with it. It's going to be a fun show. So thanks for watching. If you have any comments, please comment. If you want to have any tips for me, I would love to hear your experiments. Please leave comments below the video. Thank you so much and have a great day. Bye.